Gene Vice coming to you from the Namm Show 2012. I'm here with Rodney with Presonus to talk about the new, just introduced QMix app for the iPhone.
Yep. Well, a year ago we introduced the remote app for the Studiolives. We've just updated that remote app. We've updated the virtual Studiolive software, and we've updated those because now we have another piece of software that runs on my iPhone. And well, this one's actually turned off because it's on the desk over there, but you'll get an idea. Anyway, this is actually, everything I'm showing you is actually running our on-stage mix here at the Namm Show. So I got to be really, really careful, otherwise I'm going to screw up. So this is all real stuff. It's not like maybe around in May product. This is real stuff. It's available right now. The idea is that we had this iPad software, and I can use that to control monitor mixes on stage. But basically, not every musician wants access to every auxiliary. I certainly don't want every musician accessing the entire mix. So what we did is we added an iPhone app, and you can have a look at it here. And this is my iPhone app. And on this iPhone app, it's set to, the main software sets the iPhone to one auxiliary mix. This one's set to aux 10 right now. And when I'm on aux 10, I see all my mixes, I can set up my entire mix in my monitor exactly the way I want it. So every musician can have their own iPhone or iPod Touch, and all they got to do is get onto the Wi-Fi connection to the desk, and they have complete control over their own personal monitor system. It's a full personal monitor system that's free, and it runs on an iPhone. If you've already got an iPhone or an iPod, and most musicians have an iPod at least, you've got a free personal monitor system. If you don't, well, you can. If you were going to buy another personal monitor system, it would cost more than an iPhone anyway. Now, right, so here's my personal monitor mix. This one's set to auxiliary 1. The front of house guy can set which iPhones and which iPods have control over which auxes. So if he says, I'm aux 1, I can control aux 1 and none of the others. So I can control each individual part of my mix just by pulling my phone out, or my iPod out. And I can control every part of my mix like that. Or, if I just want to quickly turn myself up or down a bit, which is what I normally want to do, I just turn the machine like this, and this is the wheel of me. And that wheel just mixes me versus the band. So if I turn the wheel up, I just turn myself up or turn myself down, because normally that's just what I want to have. What's really cool is if I go all the way to the top and I've run out of space and they still want more of me, it just turns down the rest of the band instead.
Very smart.
We're musicians. Awesome. We know how this stuff works, right? So that's all I need to do is pull this out of my pocket during the show, pull it up there, adjust my volume. Or if I've got a little bit of time between a song and I really need to have a little bit less bass or a little bit more drums or whatever, I can just do it like that. Really simple. You can have up to 10 of these at one time plugged into any one Studiolive mixer. And on the software here, you can actually see the front of house guy has got control over all the different devices. So if I'm totally screwing up the mix, he can just hit ignore, and now it just turns my phone off, and no matter what I do, I can't override what he does. So the front of house guy keeps control. Or maybe it's one of these musicians who I want to allow him to turn himself up or a little bit down, but I don't want him to screw up the mix because I know he will. I can just say wheel only and set that to wheel only, and if I do that, he can use the wheel, but he can't use anything else. So the front of house guy still keeps control over everything that's going on, but he can give control to the musicians as and when they need it. So to me, it's a complete revolution, actually. We've used this live. I've used this live with a band 2 weeks ago. We were doing a wedding, and they said, okay, well, this mixer, that can't go front of house because we need a dance floor there. The mixer has to go behind the stage. So, okay, we put the mixer behind the stage, mixed the entire show front of house off an iPad. We had 5 musicians. Each one of them had an iPhone. Each one mixed themselves on the stage. We did a 3-hour show, flawless. Totally worked. Afterwards, every musician was just gushing about how awesome it was. It really works. It's free. If you've got a Studiolive, and it works with every Studiolive. And one of the things that we're very proud about is that we brought out the first 16.4.2, nearly 3 years ago now? If you were one of the first guys to buy a 1642, you can still download this right now, and it works with your mixer that we did 3 years ago. That mixer is now a complete personal monitor system as well, for free, because we really want to support our customers. We're not going to say, oh, you know, you bought that 2 years ago, you've got to buy something else. You've got to obsolete that, buy a new mixer. That's not what we're about. We're about, if you buy something from us, we will support you for years to come. And what we're actually, after this show, we've got another new update coming with this to put smart analysis inside the software as well. So I will have full analysis tools on my iPad inside the mixer itself, so I can then have all my spectrum graphing, I can see my feedback, I can pull it down in the graphic EQ. It's going to be awesome. And that's coming probably in 2 or 3 months' time. So Studiolive, we're kicking ass.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rodney.